Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames uploading on Star Flames TV Rewinds. Now guys, in this video I want to talk about Ronald Dalton Jr. He has recently done a radio interview with Bishop Gates, and it's very interesting because I've listened to that interview about 4 or 5 times so far. The link was sent to me by one of my subscribers. So I decided that I want to share it with you. But as it relates to copyrighted content, we have to be, you know, very careful in the manner in which we use them and ensure that the way in which I use it doesn't violate the initial owner's rights. Okay. So what I find interesting is that just like Kyrie Irving, Ronald Dalton Jr. was in search of answers, and at his father church he came across a scripture in Deuteronomy that basically started, shedding light on a few things for him. And that's how his journey started. Because once he read that chapter in Deuteronomy, he said, you know what, this sounds like it's talking about me. This sounds like it's talking about my people. And also he prayed to God and asked God to show him the way and to give him answers, because he did not like the direction that the black community was moving in. So I'm going to play that clip. I think I'm going to do about 4 parts so that we can get an understanding overall how he came about making this film. Because he said that, he wrote the book. Many people weren't reading books, but people were on YouTube and watching videos. So he thought that making the video would be the best way to go to get to more people like himself. So let's get into this clip, then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Yeah.
Wow. When did you come into the understanding of this revelation of knowing not just what we are, but who we are as a people? What time frame? How old were you? What were the circumstances that brought you into this revelation?
Around 2010, 2011, so I would have been 36 years old. Make a long story short, I was my dad. Well, he's a pastor, so he had a afternoon service, and I came to it late. And I sat in the back of the church because I had my work clothes on, and I didn't want him to call me to the front to do anything, so I just sat in the back with my jacket on. And so I picked up a Bible that was in the pew, and I started reading it while the pastor was preaching. And when I was reading it, it was on Deuteronomy chapter 28. And when I read that chapter, where it goes over the blessings of Israel and the curses of Israel, when I got done with that chapter, I said, this sounds like us, what blacks have been through with slavery and all the things that were listed in Deuteronomy chapter 28, like verse 16 all the way down to 68. And after that, I just started being, curious, because at the time I was also working in the hospital as a physician assistant in an inner city Detroit hospital called Sinai Grace Hospital, level 1 trauma. And I just, it was like there's so much destruction and despair and so many problems in the black community that seemed to get worse by every year. And we had churches on every corner in Detroit, and we're going to church on Wednesdays or Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, revivals, conventions, Men's Day, Youth Day, Women's Day, Kids Day, all these different things. And I said it doesn't make sense how we are always at the bottom, and that our community is becoming more and more destroyed year after year. So I just asked God to show me the truth as to what I had read, and in regards to who the true Israelites, because according to the book, the curses of Israel, the curses of Israel should be upon the descendants of the Israelites for generations, because they didn't keep the commandments of God. And that basically opened up a whirlwind of research, and the Most High kept opening doors to lead it to another door, to lead it to another door.
That was pretty interesting, isn't it? It sounds similar to Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving was searching for his identity. He has always been searching. And because so much of our lineage, so much of our history has been stolen from us, robbed from us, we will always be in search of who we are, what are our true roots. Now, should someone be canceled every time we try to search for our identity? Should we be punished and held accountable and be put to public disgrace every time we feel as though there's a part of us that is missing and we go in search of that part that we feel is missing and we know because they say that if you listen to yourself, you can actually tell what is wrong with you. Just listen to your soul, just listen to your spirit for what is lacking. And we should also feed our spirits. And I believe, because I've read so many books, and I read this book once, I don't remember the name now. And what that book was actually suggesting is that as Black people, we will never know peace until we truly unite together and stand up and not let anyone, belittle us and shame us, because this is a part of the reason why there's so much crime and violence in the Black community, because we have practically no identity. We know we're Black, we know that our descendants, well, some of our descendants are from Africa, but there isn't much because our foreparents were treated as animals. They get pregnant with this partner, and then their child was shipped off to another plantation, and then that woman was shipped off somewhere else far from her child to mate with someone again. So you see all the horrific things that has happened to our foreparents. It still lives in our bloodline, and as such, that sense of rebellion is in us, that sense of rebelliousness is within us. And sometimes, in order to calm that rebellion, we need to go in search of our true identity. And whenever that is taken from us, whenever our voice is being, muted, it makes us feel angry, and it wants us to act out of character. And we should identify the plan of the enemy to basically treat us as how they used to treat our foreparents. And we have to keep on being wiser because we are wise. It's not as though we are much different from anyone else, but we are wise, we are unique. And I think that is what fascinates many people about us. Why is it that we've been through slavery, but we're still coming up resilient? We're always resilient. We're always coming with breaking edge technology, breaking edge research. And I think that it scares a lot of people. I'm not being disrespectful to anyone's race or culture, but I also, in the same sentence, have to uplift mine, because there seems to be an attack against my people. There seems to be an attack against my culture. And whenever I feel attacked, I want to rebel. But I'm trying to control that rebelliousness and do it with love language, if you understand what I mean. I'm trying to preach love into my people. I'm trying to pour love into my people. And I want my people to know that we are not what they think of us. We are better. We are far more sophisticated, far more talented, far more creative, and we will persevere, and we will not be our ancestors. We will not allow history to repeat itself in such ugly, horrific, atrocious manner. We can use our voices to make a difference. We don't have to go out there and be violent and aggressive, because violence is never the answer. But if we join hands and arms together as one, and we use our voices and we use our platforms and let people know that, hey, we're not asking you to, give up anything. We're just asking you to treat us just as though you want to be treated. If you want us to respect you, you have to give us that respect. If you can't respect us, we can't respect you. It is as simple as that. So that's all I want to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care, and remember, if you haven't subscribed as yet, be sure to go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for your time. Stay safe, stay blessed. See you all next time. Bye, guys.